Hello, my name is Alma Maciel. My group, which is composed of Chantel and Alejandra, and I are going to go ahead and give a brief demonstration of the Alderian theory and one of its techniques. The technique that we will be looking at today is called the mutual storytelling technique. This technique was created by Frank Gardner. Before we go into the brief demonstration, we do want to go ahead and give you a summary of the Alderian theory. The Alderian theory was created by Alfred Adler. His main focuses were the uniqueness of the individual, the positive connection that had to be made with the counselor and client, creating mutual respect and trust. The second point was the encouragement. This encouragement was guiding the client through difficulties, showing them that they could go ahead and overcome any obstacles with encouraging words. The last point that we want to look at is that it really didn't matter where you came from, but at this point in time in your life, where you found yourself, what was the perspective, or how did you look at life? Okay, with this being said, we're going to go ahead and follow through with the brief demonstration by Chantel and Alejandra.
Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm going to be the counselor in the demonstration for the mutual storytelling technique.
And I'm Chantel, and I'm going to be the patient in this particular technique.
Hi, Chantel. Good morning. So happy to see you again. How have you been?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. You're looking great.
Thanks.
I'm assuming the workout sessions that I prescribed are working out for you?
Girl, yeah, they are. They are.
Well, you look fantastic. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So tell me, Chantel, what's new? What have you, been through, or do you have anything on your mind since the last time we saw each other?
Well, there's a situation, something that happened that I probably feel like could have handled a lot better, but I didn't.
Okay.
What happened is I went to Florida a couple of weeks ago, and
Ooh, how exciting.
I left work early. I took off of work early. I came home because I forgot something, and then I was going through my emails and I saw that my flight was delayed. So I was like, oh no. Because I needed to get to Florida because I was going to go to Jamaica.
Absolutely.
So, and it was a different airline carrier. So then when I saw in the email that it was a different, that the flight had got delayed, I instantly hesitated. So I got on the phone, I called the airlines, and I called Southwest, and they said that there was nothing they could do. And, I tried to explain to them, I'm trying to get to Jamaica. I took I booked this ticket to go to Florida so that I can make it to Jamaica. And, they acted like they didn't care. So, me being me, I got upset. I used some poor choice of words with the lady on the phone. But I kind of felt like she wasn't trying to help me. Like, she was just pretty much saying, oh, well, we'll get you there tomorrow. She didn't give me no type of explanation as to why the flight wasn't gonna,
And don't feel too bad, Chantal. We all get upset when our flight gets delayed or when our luggage is lost.
Right, but in this situation, I was trying to go to Jamaica. I mean, it was a very important trip that I wanted to take. I spent money. So, yeah, I was upset. And, like I said, I used poor choice of words. I probably made her feel bad. But, at the end of the day, I was upset. So that's all that matters, is that I was upset.
Yeah, and you know what? It's completely understandable. As I mentioned, I think any of us would get upset if our luggage wasn't where it needs to be, or if our flight was delayed. You know what? And as you told me, what happened, I, just kind of made a couple of little notes in regards to maybe how the situation could have, played itself out better. So let me put myself in your position, and let me go ahead and try to give you a little bit more of a healthier, more self-controlled look at this scenario. Okay. So let's say, for example, let's imagine that you're on your way to the airport, right? Now, we all know airlines, right? We all understand airlines, are never on time. So maybe it would have been a little bit helpful on your end if maybe you pre-prepared. So let's say you showed up to the airline understanding that your flight might get delayed. Now, do you think that maybe you would have handled the fact that your flight was late a little better if you had already pre-planned and expected that there was a possibility that your flight might run late?
Right.
right?
I mean, that's true.
Could have helped a little, right? Could have helped a little.
Okay.
Yeah, and then maybe, you know, after you did become upset that, you know, that your luggage was missing and that you your flight was late, then, you know, maybe at that moment, if you had pre-planned and expected that the airline might run late, maybe you wouldn't have gone as upset when still a second discomfort was presented when they couldn't find your luggage. You know, and then at that moment, you know, let's say, okay, I'm going on a trip. I am pre-planning that the flight might run late, so I'm going to give myself something to do while I'm there at the airline. And in the event that my luggage gets misplaced or stolen, I am going to carry a carry-on bag and have emergency clothing, emergency change of clothes, a backup for myself in the event that my luggage isn't found. It doesn't place me in such a terrible predicament. So let's say if your story would have played out better, your situation, you planned in advance, you got to the airline, as expected, your flight was late, you sat down, you relaxed, you read a book, learned a little bit about Jamaica so that you prepared for your trip. Then, you know, you board your flight, and then absolutely, you get to your carry-on and your baggage is gone. You pre-planned for this, you know, you have your carry-on, you got your best bikini, you got your best towel in your carry-on, your best
You don't want to
nightdress.
see me in a bikini, but
You've got your best night dress in your carry-on bag, and you handled that your luggage was misplaced, and you said, thank God I have my carry-on, make sure you get my luggage to me as soon as possible. Wouldn't that have made your experience a lot easier, a lot more
I
pleasurable?
mean, you're right, and I know I'm always that type of person, and I always wait to do everything at the last minute. Like I never, and it's something that I am very weak in, like pre-planning. Like I know there's probably some things that I can probably do a little better, but I don't. But I mean, it's something to take into consideration. But you know, I've been this way for so long, so it's kind of hard to get out of that thinking.
So
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So then what we're going to do is we're going to try to find strategies that are going to teach us how to pre-plan and how to handle situations that are outside of our control. So that way, in the event that you do come across another situation where things are not running smoothly, you'll be prepared to better handle them. How do you feel about that, Chantal?
That sounds good. I
Wonderful.
mean, it's gonna take a lot of work because
And I'm
I
here-
know myself.
And I am here to encourage you because I know that you're very capable and I know that you can master these skills.
Alright. I mean, at the end of the day, I was